Warning: this podcast may contain graphic violence, sexual themes, and bad language. If our language offends you, we apologize, but we do not give a fuck. Be mindful of your kids listening.
The Evil Never Dies podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Evil Never Dies podcast with your host, Brett. I'm co-host Carl Todd.
What's
Welcome
up, evil ones?
Brett was having issues, so I had to do the intro.
Oh shit. So you went to go see Rob Zombie last night,
Yeah, it was a good thing.
was it?
Yeah.
Good show?
Static X, I think, was the best, even though
Really?
Wayne Static's dead, but hey.
Yeah, I know they got that guy from Dope or somebody singing for him now.
Yeah, you can't tell the difference, really.
Really? That's cool. Yeah, I've seen them a couple times. They are good in concert. He used to have like a shot girl walk out. They'd do shots through the whole show. They have a shot girl come out with the number of shots that they did. It's pretty fucking cool. But
Yeah.
all
Zombie
right.
was the same as always, and Mudvayne was Mudvayne.
Yeah.
Chad's wearing all the makeup and shit, so.
Oh, they bringing the makeup back.
Chad was.
Chad did. Huh. Well, that's sort of interesting.
Not much to
Did
report,
he have a
really.
big fur coat on again?
I don't think so.
Last time I seen him, he had this big fur coat on. I don't know what the hell he was.
They haven't played in like
This
10
was
years.
ages ago. Yeah, this
Yeah.
was ages ago. I seen him with Black Label Society, and he comes out on stage with this big fur coat, and it was like July in fucking Illinois, dude. It's like I don't know if he was trying to drop weight or something, but yeah, it was sort of strange.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Yeah.
So tonight we're gonna do the top 13 Judas Priest albums.
13.
But we are gonna do some live albums in this, so that's gonna sort of probably screw Brett up a little bit.
I maybe have a couple of live ones in there.
I am not a big fan of live albums, but I think Priest has put out some really good live stuff.
Yes, they have. Yes, they have.
One of the most classic live albums of all time, which we'll talk about when we get to it. I'm sure it's probably on your list as well.
Probably. All right, you want to start off with number 13?
Yeah, let me get my list back up here again. Here we go. 13, I put Angel of Retribution 2005. That was the Return of Rob Halford album, and quite enjoyed most of the songs on it.
Okay. For number 13, I have Priest Live.
Okay.
It's not their best live album, but it's a good live album.
It was a certain phase of the band that I actually enjoyed. So yeah, I think that's a good pick.
Okay.
Now for 12, I don't know why I put it so low, but here it lay, Hell Bent for Leather. I don't know. It's not really my favorite album, but it's not my least favorite album. It just sort of, it kept falling. I kept adding stuff, and before I know it, Hell Bent for Leather fell to 12. It probably shouldn't be at 12, but that's where it is.
Yeah, I ranked it a little higher than that.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I kept dropping stuff down, so.
All right, for 12, I got British Steel from 1981 or
Damn.
80. That album was played to death.
It was
more than any of their other albums. I still like the album. There's a bunch of good songs on it. It's just not a go-to Priest album for me anymore.
Honest. Yep, that's good.
Okay.
So 11, I've got Priest Live.
Okay.
Now, the video, the concert was actually filmed at Reunion Arena over in Dallas. So,
Oh, really?
yeah, that was actually before my concert days. I just missed it by a year, but always found it sort of kind of like home. So
That was recorded on the Turbo album
it
tour,
is
wasn't
the
it?
turbo, yeah.
Okay, yeah,
So they
that's what
had
I
a lot of
thought.
the synthesized guitars going, and I just like that sound of Priest.
Okay. All right.
No,
We're on 11, right?
yeah, 11.
11, I got Firepower from 2018.
Okay,
No,
not a
again,
bad album.
yeah, it's a really good album. Just not a go-to for me.
I
Uh,
go to it still just because it's got Evil Never Dies on it.
yes, it does for sure. All right, who do you got for number 10?
Well, number 10, I had a choice of two because there's two of them. And I'm talking about two live albums with Tim Ripper Owens. They had the Live in
Okay,
London, which came out in like 2001 or 2003, which actually was made for a DVD. But the sound quality is not nearly as good as the 1998 Live Meltdown, where you
okay,
get to hear Ripper fire all the hits, all the classics. There's just a couple songs from him on them from that album. It's really good. I mean, hearing Ripper Owens do Diamonds and Rust is absolutely incredible.
okay. I don't think I've heard that album.
It's sort of out of print.
Really?
Live in London is more available, but it just seems more dinked with, I guess is the word.
Okay,
Whereas the live meltdown is just pretty raw, and Ripper Owens just tears the shit out of these songs. I have said on occasion, and people get mad at me, that I sort of preferred Ripper doing Priest songs. Well, now I got my wish. They got KK's Priest, so maybe one of these days they'll tour. But that
maybe.
will be my praise to Tim Owens right there,
Okay.
because that era of Priest deserves some respect.
Yeah, when I was looking up the albums and stuff, all of them, just to have them all out there in front of me. I seen them and I was like, I don't think I've ever heard them before, so I'll have to give them a listen for sure.
Yeah,
All right, for 10, I got Turbo from 1986.
I love Turbo. That's all I
Again,
can say.
it was burnout during that era, so
It was. It was definitely. I'm hoping I'm not spoiling your list, but I can't imagine Ram It Down being on this list. Um,
damn you.
yeah. Turbo was good. Ram It Down was not so good. And they were originally going to be a double album. They were going to call them the Turbo Twins, but I guess Columbia Records was like, nah,
The
no
Turbo
double album.
Twins.
That was sort of the gist. We may
Uh,
have to do a review on that era of Priest here. Put it in
yeah,
the notes.
okay. I can do that. I'm up for anything, man.
So we're at number 9.
Yeah, what's your number 9?
I got Firepower, so it's just a
Firepower.
couple spots above you.
Okay. All righty. For my number 9, I have their debut 1974 album, Rockarola.
Hmm.
That probably didn't even make your list.
Well, it did make a list that I'll go through at the end of the show, but anyway,
I knew that was coming.
yeah.
All right. Number 8. Who do you got for 8?
8, I put Sad Wings of Destiny. At this point, it gets pretty hard to really. There's a lot of albums that are really good, and it's really hard to put one above another. So I could
Uh,
probably rank all these equal, but I love Sad Wings of Destiny.
okay.
It was
All
their
right.
first major release, I believe, on Columbia. It wasn't on that Gull Records,
Yeah.
and good stuff.
Yep. All right. For number 8, I got from 1979, Unleashed in the East.
Great live album,
Yes, it is.
and I prefer the versions of those songs better than some of the actual CDs, albums, whatever we're
Yep.
calling them now, digital downloads.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think there's a story behind Unleashed in the East, but I'm not going to get into it tonight because it would take too long. So put that in the notes too. We got a lot of priest discussing to do here in the next 6 months.
Okay. Sounds good to me, man. All right. Number 7, you're number 7.
I have 1977 Sin After Sin.
Sin After Sin, okay.
I put it in Sad Wings of Destiny pretty equal, but I just put it one spot above.
Okay.
No real reason why, I guess.
Number 7, I got from also 1979, Hell Bent for Leather,
Yeah, I don't know why I put it at 12, but I did.
which was only called Hell Bent for Leather in the US.
That's right.
It was called Killing Machine everywhere else. Put out as Killing Machine.
Yeah, that was another
Either
weird
title
story.
works.
Hell Bent for Leather seems like it fits Priest better.
Yep. Yep. All right. Who do you got for number 6?
Number 6, I put British Steel. I agree with you being overplayed, but my God, that's like the classic Priest album.
Yep.
I can't put it any higher. I really can't put it any lower, so we'll just keep it at 6. It's British Steel. What more can I say?
Yep. Yep.
It's the Priest album, really. It's just
The
not
essential
the
Priest.
essential Priest. It might necessarily be my favorite, but it is. It's the essential.
All right. Number 6, I got from 1997, Jugulator.
Oh, wow. I'm impressed.
I love that album, dude.
I like it too, but I let me go back and say, when we started this whole thing, I said I'm not an album person, I'm a song person. Jugulator's got 2 or 3 of the best pre-songs ever, but it's also got some pretty crappy ones. So that's why I couldn't really put Jugulator in the top 13. But I'm telling you, I love Tim Owens, man.
Yep, he's
so good pick, and I give you full credit for that. I'm proud of you.
All right. Okay, we're up to the top 5 here. Who do you got for number 5?
I have Unleashed in the East.
Okay.
Live in Japan, 1979.
You know, that is one of the, for its time, that is one of the best sounding live records, you know it?
Well, that's because it's not completely live, but we won't get into that tonight.
Okay. All righty then.
Yeah. It had a lot of studio doctoring.
Okay. All right. Never knew that either. I guess I'm going to learn something. All right. Number 5, I got Screaming for Vengeance from 1982.
Screaming for Vengeance is a great album.
Yep.
It's actually my number 4. So we'll go ahead and whatever we want to add for Screaming for Vengeance, let's just do it together.
Well, just another go-to. I can still listen to that. I listen to that a lot still.
I do too.
So I remember that first came out, man. It was like, that's the shit right there. There ain't a bad song on the album, I don't think.
No, there's not. Not at
All
all.
right.
So
Who do
what's
you
your
got?
4?
My 4?
Yeah, my 4 was
You're probably
your
gonna give
5.
me you're probably gonna give me shit for this. I got Point of Entry from 1981.
Oh my God. You and that fucking Point of Entry album,
I
dude.
love that album, dude.
Yeah, whatever. That's on my other list. No. No.
Oh shit. All right. I guess we're up to number 3.
Oh, we're going quick. You want me to go first?
Yeah,
You'll probably give me shit. Number 3, Turbo.
Oh, Turbo Lover.
Parental Guidance was my song like when I was a kid.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Now I've become what the song is singing about, I guess.
Yeah. It is a good album. It was just different.
Well, it's the first. Well, I mean, it's not the first. The first Priest. I've listened to other stuff first, but I thought it was great when I was like a 13, 14-year-old kid, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still like it.
All right. For my number 3, Defenders of the Faith from 1984.
Mine's higher.
Yours is higher? Okay.
Mine's higher.
All right.
We'll discuss it when I get there.
Okay. All right. Who do you got for number 2?
Well, number 2 is a hard choice, but I put Painkiller.
Well, oh my God, I got Painkiller for number 2 too.
Hey,
it's a great album,
Painkiller
man.
is a great album. Unfortunately, it was the end of an era. There wasn't any more, Rob Halford after that. So
Yep.
it's sort of a bittersweet album because, he went off and did Fight, and Priest took several years to get Ripper Owens in. And
Yep.
but I do love Painkiller. Still listen to it.
I just listened to it the other day.
Living Bad Dreams is actually a bonus that's on the, and I think that's one of my favorite Priest songs. It was a bonus track, and
Okay.
Painkiller, that song is just genius.
Yep. And
Definitely the
the
complete
vocals
opposite.
on it, man. Just his voice
Yeah,
was right
Rob was
on
great.
spot, dude.
Total opposite of Turbo, but that's what makes Priest good. They can go from one extreme to the other.
Okay.
So we
All
both
right.
agree number 2 is Painkiller.
Yep.
But number 1,
All right. Who are you going with for number 1?
it's been my favorite Priest album since 1984 when I first heard the song, Love Bites, which is
Okay.
still about my favorite Priest song. And my favorite album is Defenders of the Faith. It is the greatest Priest album, start to finish, there is.
It is a great album.
To this
Great
day,
album.
it's my favorite.
Yep.
And nothing can top it.
I remember when that album first came out, I was in a bunch of trouble when I was a kid. So I listened to that album a lot when that came out. So yeah.
Love Bites was one of the first heavy songs that I really, really loved.
Had some shit going on in my life when that album came out, man. So
yeah.
All right. For my number 1, drum roll.
Nostradamus.
No,
you already put
probably
Point of Entry.
You probably know this already anyway. Sad Wings of Destiny.
Oh yeah, like I said, when I got to number 8, 7, 6, 5, they're all the same, really. So yeah, Sad Wings of Destiny, I can definitely see being number 1.
Yeah. When I first heard that album, man, I was in love with it. I play that shit all the time. So
yeah, it's good.
Probably
stuff.
too much. So
won't argue with you. The only thing I'm going to disagree with you is there's no way in hell that Point of Entry should be on the top 13.
Oh, okay.
But you love that fucking album, man. You did a review on it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I do like that album.
Yeah.
Don't hate, man.
I'm proud you put a Ripper Owens album up there. That's impressive.
I like that first album. That second one, not as much.
I
that
like
Demolition.
the second one. I like Demolition better, actually, as an album. But I like Burn in Hell. I don't know why fucking Rob Halford would not sing that song, because he would do such a good job. But Rob wants to be a dick about the Ripper era, apparently. Unlike Bruce Dickinson, who does Blaze Bayley songs all the time, man.
Yeah.
Never complains.
He sounds good doing them too, though.
He does.
So, but all right, what's your other beefs you got with these?
Well, I've got 3 albums that I put at the very bottom of the list.
Oh,
this would be I don't know what order these would be in, but
3 more, so it'd be 16, 15, and 14.
No. These are the bottom of the list. These are the worst Judas Priest albums.
Oh, okay.
So my worst Judas Priest albums in order from bad to worse. Point of Entry, bad.
Oh, you dog, you.
Rocko Roller, however the hell you say the name of that stupid album, not good. But the
Okay.
worst Judas Priest album ever made was that damn Redeemer of Souls that came out whenever. I hate that album. I don't like anything about it. It's just an absolute waste of space.
I don't think I could even name one song on that whole album.
Um,
I don't think I've
my
ever listened to it all the way through. So
my friend Damon Collin me used to dog on that album all the time. You know, former Aska drummer. Me and him used to,
yeah.
we just dogged that album. I don't like anything about it. I don't know if it was the
What year
fact
did
that
that come out
it
even?
came out after Nostradamus, I think. Yes.
Okay.
So it was that first album without KK for one.
Oh, okay.
Nostradamus is there's some good songs on there, but it's too damn long. And I'm a big fan of Nostradamus, the prophet. But I
Yeah.
just thought that album was way too drawn out. And
Okay.
so that's my 3 bottom albums. So I actually gave you a bonus. So if you're not on the 3 bottoms, that means I like it. Those 3
Uh,
albums I'm not fond of.
all right. You got anything else?
Nope, nothing else. There's Michael Myers.
Yeah, he is. All
I had him
right.
hid tonight.
Well, that's our top 13 or so Priest albums.
And I know this went quick, but I think we're going to build off of this and do some Priest investigations and reviews.
Sounds like a plan.
I know I'm still got to do the crew thing, but I'm getting there. I've just had a really busy
Gotta
summer.
you got to sink your teeth into this one too.
Yeah, I know. It's coming.
All right, everybody. Well, thanks for listening. Hit that like and subscribe button. Check us out on all them social medias, and we will talk at you next time. And stay evil, everybody.
Evil never dies. Priest song.
Later.